Take down mammoth using pointy stick. Refine pointy stick to be pointier. Accidentally invent the best weapon for the next 500,000 years. Accidentally invent the best weapon for the next 500,000 years. Ottomans, Seljuk Turks, Fourth Crusaders. The Byzantines' greatest enemies. Bulgarians, Arabs, Normans. The Byzantines, Richard Friska. I'm running for office in the US as a World War II veteran. Cool. You fought against the Nazis. Richard Friska. You fought against the Nazis, right? Marie Antoinette. Gets marched out of prison after a year of abuse and humiliation, looking sickly and disheveled before her public execution. European nobility. That haircut is so hot right now. Soldiers in the trenches, celebrating the end of the war. Soldiers who were in the previous attack. Missourians until 1976. I think I forgot something. Missourians until 1976. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Missourians until 1976. Yeah, you're right. Mormon extermination order. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. IDI Amin requests cuts for your documentary about him. You refuse. He takes 200 of your countrymen hostage. He takes 200 of your countrymen hostage. Byzantine Empire. Calling it the Eastern Roman Empire, Hollywood. All of my companies are merging to avoid collapse. The railroads. First time. When you are chasing Slovak partisans in the country of Slovakia during a grand offensive against Slovak partisans. And the first partisan you fight is French. Me. I have studied well for my history test. I'll definitely pass. My brain during the test. Sylvester Stalin. Knowing about the Skidbladnir from Norse mythology. Knowing about the Skidbladnir because Code Lyoko named a submarine after it. Jehuans after fighting for years for independence, only to have to escape to Japan after their own countrymen try to kill them. So come crawling back, eh? Men, next time you feel insecure about your height, just remember that Von Nguyen Giap was 5 feet tall and he defeated the French at Dien Bien Phu. Governor Harold Stassen. Runs for the Republican nomination in 1964, 1968, 1976, 1980, 1984, 1988, and loses. Stassen running in 1992 at the age of 85. I didn't hear no bell. Grover Cleveland. I treat everyone equally. Equally worthless. Adlai Stevenson. I'm not the Messiah. The Democrats in 1952 and 1956. He is the Messiah. Serbian family. Has a second child. Ottomans. And I took that. Children wanting milk. Miners wanting to keep their jobs. Irish people just existing. And I took that personally. Philippines. People talking about Japanese invasion in Southeast Asia. British Malaya and Dutch East Indies. Thailand. The Crusades were all wasted failures except the first. The Norwegian Crusade. Albigensian Crusade. Sixth Crusade. Hospitaller Crusade in Rhodes. Holy League's triumphs over the Ottomans. The end of Spain's Reconquista. The Emperor promises the Crusaders gold. I overthrow the Emperor, kill him at the Hagia Sophia, and refuse to pay. The Crusaders besiege Constantinople. The Crusaders besiege Constantinople. Russia, Austria, and Prussia stop recognizing Polish independence. The Ottomans from 1795 to 1918. Where is the deputy from Lehistan? Poland. Canadians smugly judging Americans for slavery and black racism. Indigenous racism. Residential schools, Starlight Tours, MMIDOG 2S+. Some guy named Frank in Guam, 1898. Well, I guess I'm in charge now. When someone starts an argument with me about something I know a lot about. German and Japanese scientists after World War II, history in school, history as a hobby, Cambodia, France, Nikita Khrushchev after the Cuban Missile Crisis. Delicious. Finally, some good fucking sleep. Holy Roman Empire be like, am I not the real Roman Empire? No, it's the Eastern Roman Empire that's not the real Roman Empire. There is a small but constantly busy building in the center of the Pentagon's courtyard. It must be the Americans' top spy room. Have an ICBM pointed directly at it in case of war. These hot dogs are great. I'm so glad we have this hot dog stand in the center of the Pentagon courtyard. Edo period Japan counterintelligence agents. Shibari. Horny people in San Francisco in the 90s. I'll take that, my lad. Bulgaria starts the Second Balkan War. Bulgaria loses the Second Balkan War. Bulgaria joins the Central Powers. Central Powers lose World War I. Bulgaria joins the Axis Powers. Axis powers lose World War II. Bulgaria joins the Warsaw Pact. Warsaw Pact loses the Cold War. Mendeleev invents periodic table so people won't have to memorize the elements' properties. Chemistry teachers makes the students memorize the table. Mendeleev, French war effort. French armaments production from 1936 to 1940. New York Times. San Marino declared war on Austria-Hungary. San Marino, who is still neutral. Nobody. BBC Radio on April 18, 1930. There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Tooth Fairy. And there is no news. America's "Don't touch our boats" is exaggerated. War of 1812. Barbary Wars. Spanish-American War. World War II. Gulf of Tonkin Incident. Operation Praying Mantis. The people in movies based off true stories. The picture of the real person at the end of the movie. Me trying to fall asleep. Biography of an ancient general at 3 a.m. Barbie. My product was first launched in Japan. Oppenheimer. Vela satellite detecting nuclear tests any other day. Vela satellite on September 22nd, 1979. JFK before banning all Cuban products from the USA. 1,200 Cuban cigars. The economy is doing poorly. Panic. President Hoover imposes tariffs to protect domestic producers. Calm. Other nations retaliate with tariffs of their own, and the economy goes to ruin completely. I'm a history expert. Oh, really? Name 20 ancient cities. Alexandria. That's on me. I set the bar too low. France and Austria. The Italian people trying to establish a democratic nation in 1848. The United Nations when war crimes are being committed right outside their base in Srebrenica during July of 1995. I sleep. The United Nations when war crimes are being committed anywhere else. I sleep. You decide to go to war with Tamar of Georgia. You threaten to marry her if she converts to Islam. Otherwise, she will become your concubine. She defeats you. She defeats you. What people say prevented World War III. What actually prevented World War III? Modern Catholic reaction to excommunication. You have been excommunicated. I am sorry for my mistakes. Medieval Catholic reaction to excommunication. Turn back your army. You have been excommunicated. Don't care. Still attacking Rome. The Norwegian government, royal family, and gold reserve. Germany. An outdated and undermanned coastal fort with Austro-Hungarian torpedoes fired by a retiree. Germany. Brigadier General Auguste Colbert believing he's out of range of the British rearguard. Thomas Plunkett no-scoping him from 300 plus meters away. What I like to think of my ancestry. What it probably actually was. Point of view. You are a Turkish soldier in the Italo-Turkish War in 1911. They fly now. They fly now. Russia in Russian history books. Russia in other history books. Russia in Ukrainian history books. Me, seeing George Washington depicted as a hero, a great leader, and an inspiration to all. Okay. Japanese. George Washington straight up punching a tiger. Me, could you not try to screw over the empire? For 5 minutes. Imagine being in a Call of Duty lobby with some of history's greatest trash talkers. Fictional pirates. Fights spooky skeleton men and goes on crazy adventures. Real pirates. Steals $100 million. Vanishes without trace. When Jemuka betrayed Temujin. What are you doing, Stepabro? Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Why are you invading us? We are Christian. The Teutonic Order. You're Christian. When I say you're Christian. Yugoslav People's Army outnumbering Slovenians 36-1 with tanks, air support, and heavy weapons. Getting multiple tanks, heavy weapons, and helicopters stolen by Slovenian civilians. Slovenian police and territorial defense. Spain in the 17th century. Spain in the 19th century. We are never recovering from this. People who discovered agriculture must have been like, yo, check out this unlimited food hack. Cavemen. I wish there was a good source of meat and other goods that will eat our junk and get rid of pests around us. These guys, say no more. Demon Kalanemi. You want the medicinal herb from this mountain. Too bad every herb looks the same. My honest reaction. Europeans colonizers during Victorian era. No, we are not colonizing them. Just civilizing these cannibalistic natives. When did we? Also European colonizers during Victorian era. Damn, I wonder what ancient Egyptian mummies taste like. It is the winter of 1914, shortly after the Christmas truce, and now you have to shoot the guy you just became friends with. British troop in 1917. Look at the weird yellow cloud. British troop 5 minutes later. Pablo. Why are not we alive? America. Shooting stars. Russia. Shooting tsars. France-Germany relationship after World War I. When the Inquisitor finds out, a conquistador treats Spanish women like the Mayans. Why don't you have a seat? British tanks during World War I. German tanks during World War I. Russian tanks during World War I. Assault vehicle acquired. The United States 6 months after Pearl Harbor. The entire Axis powers, especially the Imperial Japanese Army.